Hey everyone, Brian here. Quick video. Good news. I got this running on its own without pouring gas down the carburetor, without having to have a jerry can sitting up by the battery. Let me show you the modification I did. I added a pickup to the oil dipstick, so I'm completely eliminating the stock fuel pump. I'm possibly going to just put a line between the inlet and outlet just to block it off so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Most likely the diaphragm's gone in it and it just doesn't have enough pickup to pull the gas from the tank. You may be wondering, why did I fill up the lines and bleed all the lines? I did that several times. It would not work. Here's the pump that I'm going to be running right here. As you can see, it's hooked up. This is actually the one that was in the Kubota when I had that Tecumseh engine in the Kubota. So I believe I also used this pump when I had the engine I sold to Pug in there as well. I could be wrong, though. I don't quite remember. So I remember I relocated the pump to get it off the head because I didn't have really enough room up front. So I believe I did use this pump on there as well with that engine. But I got it going. Did an idiot move. I had the fuel line unhooked over there while I was cranking it from this side. Didn't notice it. Didn't lose that much gas, which is good. But it runs. Unfortunately, battery's dead right now. It has enough juice to click on the solenoid in the starter or in the carburetor, but it doesn't have enough juice to start it. I used that Craftsman over there to boost it. It fired right up. But once I fixed the fuel line, I was sitting here wondering, why isn't it starting? And I noticed the fuel line was off, so I fixed that, and it fired right up. So yeah. I'm going to have to get battery tender on that, or I don't know what the weather's going to do. It's kind of dark clouds around here right now, so it'll be okay. It's not completely dead, but it's pretty low. Must have been from Monday. I believe that's the last time I was out here working on this. Also with the modification, I can still get the dipstick out fairly easy, as you can see. And you won't be able to see anything down there, but surprisingly, Kohler does not make a dipstick for these engines with that little port on there, which I find is kind of weird. Briggs makes them, but it's the Kohler engine. They can't really use a Briggs dipstick, as far as I know. I don't think it would work, but it's a different mount. So it's weird that Kohler never did that. And being hydraulic lifters, I can't pull the vacuum from the valve cover. So if I end up putting 17 in here, I will pull the vacuum from the valve cover. It's easier than pulling it from the dipstick. So I'll just end up doing that. So on those engines, obviously you can. So that's pretty much it. I got it going. I will show it running on the weekend. It's looking like right now the hydro is dead in this tractor. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to do some more investigation on it. But I also got to pick up some hose clamps. I got to go out tomorrow evening. If I feel up to it, I'll go to Canadian Tire and get some hose clamps. I work all day tomorrow, so we'll see. On my feet all day tomorrow, and we'll see if we go to Canadian Tire or not. So other than that, it ran pretty good. I don't have that up too high. It's not down too low. It's not, as far as I know, it's not sucking up oil. I had it at full rev. It doesn't seem to be bogging down. If this motor does not have enough power for what I want it to do, I will definitely put the Briggs in. The Briggs is missing one important part. It's missing the inner shroud, the fan housing. So I gotta get that from the previous owner to be able to run that engine. This crank bolt will work on that engine. I already found that out. So I'm all good on that aspect. It's just I need that inner shroud because the dipstick bolts to it, and it helps with the cooling of the engine. So other than that, that engine will be ready to go. Other than a head gasket. I'll probably do the head gasket once I put the engine in. It'll be a little bit easier than working on the workbench. So, also I had some comments about my exhaust. Yes, it's ugly, but it works and it sounds pretty good. That's another reason why I don't really want to get rid of the Kohler. I already modified this exhaust to fit the Kohler, and I modified it again by making those joints turn in to fit the Craftsman. So I don't really want to have to deal with another exhaust system, because right now those are completely fused together. It smoked quite a bit because I soaked everything down with some WD-40 to get it all released, So yeah, it did smoke. And also, if you're wondering, that is on an upwards angle, as you can see. I did have one of these dipsticks before with the other Briggs 17 that I sold, but that's obviously still on that engine. So I pretty much know what I'm doing when it comes to doing that. It's just, you can't put them down too low, and you don't want to put them up too high. Or I actually don't know if it matters how high you put them or not. But as you can see, I got about 2.5 inches below the top, and probably about a good 5 inches up from the bottom. So, but like I said, it worked. It fired right up. So most likely, I'll be able to run the fuel line the way I want to run it, which is down the left-hand side, up and through. I'm going to mount the pump just behind the battery, on the battery plate, upside down. The pump seems to be fine. It didn't shoot out gas. It's not leaking. And when I'm in there mounting the pump, I'll replace the solenoid. Quick question, if anyone gets this far into the video. I have a 4-wire solenoid. Is it just standard connections to hook up a 3-wire solenoid? That's all I have. I'm not going to go and buy a 4-wire. So just don't hook up the ground. If I'm correct, please leave it in the comment section below. I believe that's how it has to be, but because I believe the 4th wire is just a ground. So that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to everyone later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.